know how sometime in life you have a bit of luck comes along? My luck all more or less came at the same time, and that was when I met my wife-to-be many years ago. And that was the first bit of luck that I met her. No, I have to say that because she occasionally watches these. I was going to get a clip round the ear anyway, but there you go. It won't be the first. The second bit of luck was the fact that she had a pub. Well, she was running a pub at the time. And seeing as I'd just come back from 10 months in Saudi Arabia with precious little drink, that was a major bonus. But the third bit of luck is the bit of luck that's seen me through a lot of years, and that's the fact that her cousin Michael is a tractor collector, and he collects John Deere tractors, and that has been a wondrous piece of luck because he has a fantastic collection. And today we've been up to have a look at the newest additions to that collection, and that's a 4255 I think it was, and some other older ones with other numbers that I can't remember, but you'll see. Let's go and have a look at them. So yeah, here is a new 4255, and second one of these you've got, Michael.
Yeah.
You have two of them, but like you've just said was that this one is a better one than the one you've got.
Yeah, well, to me it's better. It looks fresher and one owner tractor. So I decided I would buy this one and
move the other one.
Part with the other one.
Part with the other. Has this got less hours on, or has it just been better looked after?
Very similar. It just seems to have a better home, you know.
Aye.
Yeah.
Looks tidy, mine, doesn't it?
It is really tidy. Yeah.
How old? What year would this be?
It's 92. It's
92.
On a K plate, that one. Yeah.
92.
The
so
other
that's
one's an H, I think. The other one's an H, right? It's 2 years younger than the other one.
good order for what, 20-odd-year-old man, isn't it?
It is. It's come off a Lincolnshire arable farm.
Right.
It's never been on a stock farm, you know. As you can see.
Yeah.
It's one owner. Just had a kind life, I would say.
Yeah. Well maintained, well looked after, not abused.
No.
Tidy, straight, ding and dint free.
That's right.
It looks. Well, you wouldn't even paint it, would you?
Oh,
you'd just leave it.
It would be a criminal to paint that.
Exactly, yeah. It's taken 20-odd years to get like that, and it is
There's a
really
little
tidy.
bit paint off the nose cone and whatnot, but it's fiberglass. You see that little bit on the front above the front lights.
So that's where it's worn off, and
where it never seems to be able to hold the paint, the fiberglass. You can see around the sides a bit white.
It isn't. It's faded. It's bloomed, hasn't it? The paint on the fiberglass has bloomed. You can see the difference there. Like, it's
that's just the only fiberglass bit. That little cap on the front.
Right. And everything else original on it. It's all. There's nothing. Oh.
The only thing it's probably going to get is the bottom half cladding and the cab.
Right.
It's a little bit raggy. It's not bad by any means, but we'll replace it.
Right. Wheels been painted?
The wheels have been painted because it's got proper axle mounted dual wheels, which is very rare.
I see, yeah.
And they're that close, they get filled with soil in between, and it wears the paint off the wheels.
Right.
Because there's no gap to let it out.
I'm with you. Yeah, you're right.
So we've painted the wheels. You know, there was no paint left in there. I've got the jewels for it, the proper axle mounted jewels. Yeah. You never see them in this country.
So how come it's got them on? Was it an import or something?
No, they've been just ordered when it was new. We ordered new 4650 years ago with axle mounted jewels.
Right.
But there's not many people did because they were very expensive.
They were dear, right.
As opposed to stocks, clip-ons.
They're just the standard clip-on ones that everybody has. But that's a better job altogether,
John
really,
Deere
isn't it?
always said you should, that's the place to put the extra power through, not clipped onto this wheel, on the axle.
To get the transfer of power to the jewels.
You're putting too much load onto the wheel, onto this wheel.
So that's a more permanent solution and a better solution.
That's a proper job, isn't it?
A proper job. Yeah. the way they do it,
Aye.
the way it was designed
That's right.
to be done is a proper
That's
job.
why you have long axles.
Is it?
Where, as opposed to moving your wheels, you have to wheel track, you have that long axle so you can get this hub on.
Right, aye.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another benefit. Because the other 42 you've got's not like this. It hasn't.
I don't know, you see there's 3 different lengths of axles when you order a tractor,
right.
but you need the long axles if you're putting
these on. Aye.
Yeah.
But it's another nice little addition to it,
Oh,
isn't it?
it is, aye.
Another workable machine, stick jewels on it,
That's right.
good cultivator tractor, good drill tractor.
Well, I'm going to put them back on as soon as I paint it. They're going on,
They're going on, aye.
Yeah.
I've often wondered, all this new machinery that we've got now, and you've got to plug it in and all that sort of stuff. Could you put a modern drill and plug it onto here? Does this have all the hydraulic capabilities and electric capabilities to stick, let's say, a new 750A drill on?
The only thing they're probably short of is oil flow to drive the fan and whatnot.
Right, aye.
But you can beef them up to it.
You can.
Aye.
So they're a good.
Oh,
you could put it to work on modern
God,
machinery.
Oh God, there's any amount
No
of
sweat
people
at all.
use them. Yeah.
Horsepower?
Yeah, I think about 128. No, sorry, they're not. They're more. That's a 40. About 140ish, I think.
Right.
Because the 44 is 160.
Yeah.
Aye, about 140.
140 horsepower.
Yeah.
Right. Looks bigger than that, doesn't it?
Oh, well, aye.
Don't they?
Yeah. But what if it's just fresh, isn't it? The paint.
Oh,
and
it's
everything,
absolutely lovely. Like
Aye.
it really is. When you get far enough back to get it all in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's incredibly fresh.
It is.
Mike, I've always thought, that I'm no tractor expert, but they're a perfectly proportioned tractor.
They're lovely looking things.
They are. They're a joy. Like.
Yeah.
And my background, like design and stuff like that, and looking at with the photographs and I like the way things look.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's a good tractor practically or not,
That's right.
but it looks bloody lovely.
Oh, they do. Yeah, that's probably why that's people are so keen on them now. People go daft for the 55 series.
Yeah.
And I can see why, because I'm like that myself.
No. That must be why you've got a shed full of them, is it? But people do harp on about the visibility with your
Aye, with the exhaust.
with the air cleaner and the exhaust, but they have at least put them in line.
It's all in line with the pillar in the front. Even when we used to run them years ago, it was never an issue.
It was never a problem. No.
I could nicely sit in there all day.
Yeah, but somebody that likes blue tractors would probably whinge about that and make an issue with it, wouldn't they?
Would,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's absolutely smashing, that.
Aye.
It's a lovely
I
thing.
was pleased to get it.
I bet you were. Aye.
Yeah, somebody actually traded that in for a massive, believe it or not. But
Did they?
There you go. Aye. They've had it from new, so they must have thought something of it.
Was that a recent trade-in?
Aye, yeah.
Was it?
The Peacock and Benningtons at Selby.
Right.
And that's where I bought it from.
You'd think that.
Year-old Massey.
You'd think they'll regret that probably the day they did it. Well,
it's probably all down to cost, isn't it?
It will be. Aye, yeah. It'll all be down to what they were offered and against the price of a new one.
Probably couldn't justify a new one, so they bought a second-hand one.
A second-hand one, yeah. But
that's just the way it is.
It is. Aye, yeah, I'm sure. But with the way if you look at the market, you'd wonder why anybody would trade one of them in. Like, again, it's money, isn't it? They would have to do it.
You'd probably have one of the main tractors on the farm.
It is,
just
yeah.
Time was, to change it.
It'll be one of these things, Michael, in 10 years' time they'll think, I wish I'd never got rid of that John Deere.
That's right.
Like the number of people that are now that got rid of stuff 10 years ago and say, I wish I'd never bloody got rid of that.
Right. Yeah, same myself.
That's why I'll never sell my truck, because I know in 5 years, 10 years' time,
you would regret it.
I'd regret it.
But it is like it's had a bloody good home, They've
it's lovely,
cared for it.
So there'll be a 4255 on the market shortly.
There will be, as soon as I get sorted out and whatnot. Sell the other one.
You'll have no trouble getting rid of that.
No, springtime. Someone comes along, it'll go,
So what's this other
This one, this 730.
A 730 diesel. This looks a bit American, is it?
Yeah. It's a 2-cylinder diesel. It's one of the first attempts at diesels, you know.
How old would this be?
It's about 1960, give or take a year or two.
Right.
Say 1960. The earlier ones had a 2-cylinder, a donkey engine, petrol donkey engine to start them. This is a direct 24-volt start.
Right.
Just been sitting in the shed for the last 20 years.
It's in pretty good order, isn't it?
It is. It's been obviously painted,
Uh-huh.
but it must have been painted well because it stood the time, you know.
Aye.
So just front tyre was knackered and everything was stuck up, the clutch is stuck and that. Drain the oil out with fresh oil and diesel, it'll be right, we'll get started this week.
Started and run.
Aye. It's a nice looking thing, isn't it?
It is actually. Aye, it's
I always fancied the 730, but I've moved on to this newer stuff.
Aye.
But I had the chance, so...
Yes, aye. It's always there, isn't it? Strange.
I bought 3 of them. 3 of them. Just been since the fella died, about 17 years ago, they've just been stood in the shed.
Right. So you got another 2 of these lying about somewhere?
They're not 730s, one's a 70 row crop, which is a bit rough, in an 820, which has got the 4-cylinder donkey engine on. It's bigger than this, yeah.
So this would have been brought across from America. Is this would that have been via a dealer, or would have been a private import?
The one ever sold here, that tractor's been, it's either come out of France or somewhere like that.
Oh, has it? Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just made its way across here.
They sold them in France and whatnot, but I don't know if they were ever sold here. I don't think they were.
No.
John Deere seemed to have a bit of a lull from the 2-cylinder petrol ones, the ESBs and whatnot, to the 20 series.
Right.
There wasn't a lot sold in this country. I didn't think there was the dealers, you know.
Yeah.
But that tractor's unusual because it's got 3-point linkage.
Right. It seems to have a lot of... Is there a lot of space in there? That's fuel tank along the top.
Fuel tank, yeah.
But there's not... That's the engine.
That's the engine, yeah.
And a big pulley gearbox.
With the gearbox is in here, the clutch and that's on the side. But no, there's not a lot else up inside of there, just the fuel tank. So
that's a clutch?
That's the clutch, yeah, and your belt pulley. You put your belt on there.
Right.
We've just had all this stripped out because it was all seized up.
Aye. And then on top...
Hand clutch, you see. Got a hand clutch on these.
And that's this thing here?
This lever here.
This lever here
that's
is your...
That's your clutch.
That's your... the hand clutch.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You've got no foot clutch on them.
So all them pedals, you just got a brake and an axle?
You've got your independent brakes, and then here, this is a decompressor.
Right.
So when you turn it over, press that down, let it build its oil pressure and whatnot up, and then release it and start. So that's a decompressor pedal there.
Right.
Handbrake uses to work a power troll on the back. John Deere always called this lift thing a power troll.
Right.
Quite a nice looking thing though, isn't it? Got a lovely dashboard.
It's unusual but nice, isn't it? It's sort of...
I mean, the tyres are all well knackered, it's, you know, they're all cracked and perished, but
that doesn't really matter, like.
So
you see the 3-point linkage is something a bit unusual or early?
I've never seen a 730 with 3-point linkage.
Have you not?
On. They've always just been drawbar tractors.
Right.
Yeah.
So that would probably be in a special order from the factory?
Well, it would be. It would be for, you know, for the European market. That's why I think it's originated out of France.
So that would have been a whole different back end, obviously.
Yeah.
To have the 3-point linkage on to just the drawbar one.
I'm not sure about that, but it's you know, I don't know how much of it they would need to change.
Right.
But I just think it's got them. You see the flippy out lights and that. Indicate.
Of course, yeah.
That's that's French, that like.
Ah, it is a bit, isn't it?
Yeah. The backlights and whatnot with the cover on, and it's just, that's been done for the French market.
Yeah. So you any history with it, or you just know it came from?
That's all I know.
That's it, is it?
I mean, that's all I know. He obviously bought it at some time, but the fellow who owned it, he's been dead for 17 years, you know.
Right,
just tucked away in the shed.
Yeah.
I got the chance to, you know, take the 3 of them.
Right. Aye, it's a nice looking thing, like I quite like it.
Aye.
It's a bit odd looking, but when you look around it, you think, yeah, I like that.
Look how straight it is.
I know.
The tin work and everything.
I know, the tin work's lovely, like. It is really nice.
Just as it's come off the wagon, you know, if that was cleaned up, it would clean up nice.
So when do you hope to get it running?
Oh, we'll have it, it'll be up and running this week.
It'll be going this week, right?
Yeah. Well, I hope it will. There's no reason why it shouldn't.
There's no reason why it shouldn't. No, like you say, there's nothing known.
It's not full of water out like that. They've been kept inside, you know. So it's not like the engine's full of water out.
So the oil that came out was just a little bit.
Was just
treacly.
I would just give it half a chance, you know.
Right, yeah.
Drain the diesel, put some fresh
diesel
in.
Yeah. Get all the muck out of it.
And whatnot, and you know,
that'll be interesting to hear it when it starts up.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I'm up, you might fire it up for us.
We'll never run round the yard on it.
Well, yeah. We'll go and have a look at something else now. Have you got anything else to look at or not?
There's some in the other shed.
Have you got time?
Aye. Yeah,
right, we'll go and have a look at that. Right.
Yeah.
So we're here, and what else is what's new? Oh, there's another.
Well, that's made. That's one of them.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So we've got 2. And just now, this shows just how clean and straight that other one is, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're still nice enough. I quite like them. This is how I like to see tractors. You know, a bit of oil on that, they look great.
Oh, I just wants cleaned up.
Those one just wants the dirt off. The small exhaust, a little thing, but why such a little tiny exhaust?
That's the right exhaust as well. You know.
It almost. The other one and this one and these, they look as if they've been a bit cobbled together, don't they?
Yeah, I suppose it's just back in that day, you know.
Aye.
This was like the first attempt at diesels, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you're going back to like the A's and B's, which are petrol paraffin, and then moving on into the, you know, the diesel.
So they look a bit experimental and a little bit sort of concepty.
I think the first ones would be, there was a Model R, and then it would be an 80, and then an 820, and then an 830.
Right.
You know? And then they moved on to like, you went into the new generation.
Like these ones over here. So they're all. Well, it's like everything, isn't it? It's all a part of the development of the product. And
this one's got a 4-cylinder petrol donkey engine on for starting the main engine, you know.
So where's that?
There's the donkey. There's 2 spark plugs there. That's the donkey engine on the top.
Oh, yeah, right.
And that starts the main engine, you know.
Right. So the donkey engine.
You start that first.
That runs up,
that's
right?
Got 6-volt starter motor on there.
Right.
You start that up, and then you decompress the main engine, you know, and let it run, and then you just let the decompressor off, and that starts the main engine.
Starts it up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But when they went to an 830, as the 730, later on they went to direct start. I think that 730 is.
Right.
Save all that faff, you just.
Right. So again, just a part of the development of the machine.
That's right.
So was that down to them putting bigger batteries on or something so that they could just fire it straight up? I don't
know.
Starter motor technology or something like that.
You know, you mess on spark plugs and that, and all this, whereas you just press the button.
Then you just press the button, yeah. But no, that's.
But I mean, it looks a bit raggy, but that you've got to be able to see past that, you know.
Aye, exactly.
The bits I look at, look at how straight the mud guards are. Not a dent in them.
There's not, is there?
Yeah.
No, there's not a dent in them, like.
Absolutely perfect.
And they're solid, aren't they?
There's no rot in it.
And these are again probably early 60s.
This late 50s.
Late 50s, this one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's as old as me and you.
It's late. I'd be about the same.
Huh?
I assume you're similar age to me anyway. I don't know about you.
I was just late 50s.
Try not to think about it too much.
I hate thinking about it, I really do. Every time I stand up, I bloody well think about it when my legs ache. So we'll rush past that.
Yeah. But this one is actually the same as an 8. The next model was called an 830.
Aye.
But late in the 820, they changed the colour, the dashboard, and painted the dashboard black. As you can see, it's black.
Ah, yes, yeah.
It's called the black dash model.
Right.
Now this was basically the same as an 830.
Yeah.
It is an 830. You know?
Right. So and that's the gears there. They can see the whatever kind of, it's not an H pattern or whatever pattern it is. It looks rather complex.
I don't know.
God knows.
And then you've just got your hand clutch again.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know what.
What do we think? These two levers are.
That's your decompressor.
Is it?
And to turn the main engine over.
Right.
So you'll pull your decompressor back on one.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one will engage to turn the main engine.
Right.
And then you let go of that and it'll
fire up.
Yeah.
Right. And you got the air cleaner
there.
on the floor.
The exhaust and the air cleaners were all off because they've been sheeted up.
Right.
So they took them off.
Yeah.
They've just never been.
Right.
I mean, there again, tyres is all shot. You know, but
That doesn't matter.
out.
Doesn't matter.
Just a tyre.
So what's behind that big cover then?
Well, that's the flywheels behind there.
All right.
That's where it engages the donkey engine to the main engine.
Right.
Yeah.
Aye. Just get that microphone. Yes, it's a. So if we've got a radiator on then.
Yeah.
So it's the water cooled.
The water pump is actually completely separate.
Yeah, it
See the
is.
little water pump?
Aye.
That's
Yeah.
what that is.
That's your air cleaner bowl. Just we can just about
Yeah.
see that. It is very dark, but
And air cleaner.
air cleaner would pop on there. I quite like that little exhaust. I think that's canny, that.
Proper one, right?
Aye. So again, it looks as if it's just been stuck on,
Aye.
doesn't it? But it's not. It was a part of the machine.
But look at even the lights.
The lights, aye. Yeah. It is a good.
dent in the front, but there's another nose came with it.
Is it? With the badge? You got the badge?
No, I haven't got the badge.
Ah, right.
So the nose cone's there, so we need to get a badge.
Aye.
So that'll be the next one. I'll get our other one running.
So you get this one. You'll get this one running as
But they
well.
were all runners. They were put in the shed, run apart from that one.
Right.
The other two, they were driven into where they
All
they
right.
were.
So they'll come out. Right. Right. There's no reason why they shouldn't fire up again.
They used to rally that tractor all the time.
Did they?
I said they used to drive it to about 10 or 15 miles on the road every year.
Right.
Yeah.
And this one's got a bit missing. Is this a bits and bobs space or?
Well, I don't know. I've never really took that much notice since it's come, but it looks like it's been a bit of an ongoing project.
So,
Doesn't
but
it?
you've got this just because it was a job lot.
Aye,
Yeah.
I had to take the 3.
Yeah,
You see.
yeah. So you'll just have to wait and see what.
Well, this one I'll probably just sell down as
Exactly.
a project or some. I
A
haven't got
project or
time.
somebody that already has a one that needs a
that's
few
right.
bits. There'll be other ones around, isn't there?
But this one's got. This one's got donkey engine on as well.
It
you
has,
see.
aye.
See, this is a 70. So
Right.
it started off with a 70 and then a 720
Uh-huh.
and then 730,
Getting
which
30.
is in the other
Right.
shed.
Aye.
It's the same, but it's row crop, you see. Adjustable axles and
Yeah.
whatnot, where the other one's a standard tread tractor.
So it would have been a vegetable farm tractor.
Just row crop work.
Yeah.
Some would have a single front wheel.
Yeah.
Some would have a wide axle, just
Yeah.
whatever you wanted, you know. I've got all the front and whatnot. for
It's
it.
all there, is it? No mud guards or anything for it?
There's no mud guards
No.
for it, but the mud guards on these were just like very basic
With
sort
a-
of
aye.
thing, you know.
It's still interesting. they're interesting things, like, aren't they?
But look, even the lights are still all there.
I know.
And they're not broken now.
And the chrome in the back looks as if it's all there, like.
That's,
so they're obviously are well made, well sealed, not loads of water getting in. And I kind of, you fire them up and just think, right, they'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, you see the donkey engine on this one, it's tiny, it's just that little block.
Yeah.
And it's,
oh, you see the spark plugs into it.
I can't remember if that's just a 2-cylinder. I think it's just a 2-cylinder on these.
Right.
But just a tiny little thing.
Aye.
Yeah.
And that's a addition possibly, or I think that's an original, whatever it is, electrical.
It's like somewhere, well, it's to do with it, because the dynamo.
The dynamo on there, right, yeah.
As I said, it's not something that they wouldn't have put that there when it came out the factory, would they?
No,
I
no.
don't know.
But yeah, the tin works. It didn't, but it's not bad. It's
that's right. It's not rotten.
It's not like, is it? It's bloody solid, like.
They've been kept inside, you see.
Aye. What a difference it just shows, doesn't it? What a difference it makes, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, bloody damn near 60-year-old.
These developed from like the petrol paraffin one, which is at the back.
The old one at the back, which we saw the last time.
Aye. Yeah.
It's quite interesting to see. You've got that. You've got the development going through.
Aye. You see, you know, you kind of keep them all, can you? You know, well.
I keep saying you get a bigger shed, man. We need a bigger shed, man. Nice little lean-to on there, man, to put the little ones in.
Aye, I think you're probably right.
But to get, it's really, it's great to collect them, and you know, you've got all of that sort of stuff and this, that, and the other. But to show the development of the brand through
that's right,
is, you know, you're filling in the gaps, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
you're talking us into it.
I am, man. It's what you need to do. It's like it turned into a John Deere museum, like, and it is interesting.
As I say, there's a place for people like us, but they keep letting you out.
I shouldn't worry about it, really. Well, I tell you what, they've let plenty of you out, because there's loads about that. I like that dashboard.
Look at all the gauges and whatnot, man. It's all nice, isn't
Isn't it?
Aye.
It's just lovely, like.
Aye.
You know, for something, you know, you'd see that 20 years ago it had been stood in the bloody corner of a field with bushes growing around it, and people saying, "I'll get the scrap man to come take it away, I'll give you a $5 for it." But they're bloody lovely, like. You see that? See, I love stuff like that, right? Now, to me,
there's not a broken glass or anything.
There isn't, like.
Nah. Even the ploughing lamp on the back of the seat's still intact, you know?
It is indeed, isn't it? No, excellent. Yeah, I love it.
It's just, you know.
It's what it is. It's not trying to be naught else. It's just what it is, like, and it's still bloody lovely, like. John Deere paint still on the back there. The John Deere.
Original, like, yeah.
It is, like, you know.
Yeah. Totally original.
Are we going to be able to say this about what's that new something? John Deere you've got in 60 years' time. Where's it going to be, like?
That'll be long gone. It'll have been made into two others by
Won't it?
that time.
Yeah. It'll have been reincarnated, God knows how many times.
That's right.
Won't it?
Yeah.
So, and then.
Haven't got the appeal to what these things have.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
But no, that's absolutely fantastic, Michael. Thanks for having a look. We'll keep popping back here.
Oh, every time you come or something.
There'll be something. There'll be something new, and we'll come and have a look at the new lean-to when it's built. Right, cheers, Michael. Thanks a lot, man.